All right, so you want to break down Claudius's speech to Hamlet, huh? Act 1, Scene 2.
Oh.
This isn't just some random speech, man. It's like a masterclass in manipulation. Royal shade.
Yeah.
Check. Power moves. Check. Family drama that'll make your head spin. Oh, yeah, big check.
It all goes down, like, right after King Hamlet kicks the bucket, right?
Yeah.
Claudius doesn't waste any time, man. Marries Gertrude, takes the throne. It's like he's trying to wipe King Hamlet from everyone's memory, you know?
Totally. And poor Hamlet's just there, like, wallowing in grief.
Hold on.
Then Claudius comes in with this speech, all comforting and whatnot.
Right.
But it's so full of crap, you can practically smell it a mile away.
He starts off all sweet and innocent, like,
Oh, yeah.
"'Tis sweet and commendable in your nature, Hamlet,
See? Totally playing the understanding father figure. Ugh.
to give these mourning duties to your father."
Okay, yeah, fine. Paying respects to your dead dad, totally normal, right?
Right. But then comes the but.
Uh-oh.
And you know with Claudius, whenever there's a but, it's about to get real shady real fast.
Hit me with it. What's he say?
"But you must know your father lost a father."
Wait, is he seriously comparing, like, Hamlet losing his dad to some, like, universal law of nature?
That father lost his, and the survivor bound in filial obligation for some term to do obsequious sorrow.
Obsequious sorrow. Okay, so he's
Yeah.
basically saying Hamlet's, like, overdoing it with the whole grief thing,
She's
right?
setting boundaries, like how much grief is acceptable, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And it gets
worse.
way worse.
Ugh, okay, give it to me.
But to persevere in obstinate condolement is a course of impious stubbornness, 'tis unmanly grief.
Damn, Claudius is going straight for the throat. Impious stubbornness, unmanly grief. Ouch. This is some serious guilt tripping even for him.
He's basically saying Hamlet's a bad son and Dee a wimp for, mourning too long.
Talk about adding insult to injury. What a jerk.
Right. And he keeps going, "He chose a will most incorrect to heaven, a heart unfortified, a mind impatient, an understanding simple and unschooled."
Wow, okay, so now Hamlet's a bad Christian too. Claudius is throwing everything but the kitchen sink at this point. It's like he's trying to make Hamlet look unstable, maybe even dangerous.
He's definitely setting the stage for something here. It's not just about, like, telling Hamlet to cheer up. This is bigger, you know?
Yeah, I totally get that vibe. So what's the bigger picture then? What's Claudius really up to?
Let's see what comes next. Things are about to get interesting.
Lay it on me.
Okay, so he says, "For what we know must be and is as common as any, the most vulgar thing to sense."
Oh, wow. That's cold. He's
Yeah.
comparing death to something vulgar, like it's, I don't know, dirty or something.
Right.
Harsh.
Why should we in our peevish opposition take it to heart?
Ugh, he's trying to make death sound so boring and everyday, like it's no big deal.
Right.
But he's, like, totally missing the point, you know?
Exactly. He's
Yeah.
trying to use, like, logic and reason to shut down all of Hamlet's feelings.
Yeah, and grief. Grief just doesn't work that way, right?
Yeah.
You can't just logic your way out of it.
Claudius is all about control, though. Controlling the story, controlling what people think, controlling Hamlet.
Okay, so what's next? I bet it's a doozy.
Fie. 'Tis a fault to heaven,
Hold on. Now it's a sin to be sad. Claudius is really laying it on thick here.
a fault against the dead, a fault to nature.
Okay, so now Hamlet's disrespecting his dad and Dee messing with, like, the balance of the universe or something. This is getting ridiculous.
To reason most absurd, whose common theme is death of fathers, and who still hath cried, from the first chorus till he that died today, this must be so.
He's saying everyone's dad dies, so get over it. Like, it's some kind of club you don't want to be in.
Right, like death is just, what, a Tuesday? He's making it sound totally meaningless.
It's kind of ironic, though, right? Considering how he got to be king in the first place.
Oh, totally. I think there's some serious guilt bubbling under the surface here, you know? Like, he's trying to convince himself as much as he's trying to convince Hamlet.
Yeah, good point. Okay, so where does he go from here? Can't get much worse, right?
Oh, just you wait.
Ugh, lay it on me.
We pray you, throw to earth this unprevailing woe, and think of us as of a father.
No way. He did not just say that.
Bold move, right?
No.
1 minute he's scolding Hamlet, the next he's trying to be like Daddy 2.0.
This is some next level manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to, like, completely erase King Hamlet and just slide right into his place.
For let the world take note, you are the most immediate to our throne, and with no less nobility of love than that which dearest father bears his son, do I impart toward you.
Most immediate to our throne. Okay, is that a threat? It kind of sounds like a threat.
Oh, for sure. It's like a reminder. Hey, kid, remember who's in charge here.
And then he tries to smooth things over with this whole nobility of love crap, like he actually cares. Please.
He's really good at dressing up his real intentions, like all nice and pretty.
It's like he thinks he can talk his way out of anything.
Yeah.
Murder, manipulation, you name it.
Yeah.
Just, like, throw some fancy words at it and poof, problem solved.
Well, it's worked for him so far, hasn't it?
It's true, true. But I have a feeling his luck's going to run out.
Let's see what happens next.
All right, Amy.
For your intent in going back to school in Wittenberg, it is most retrograde to our desire.
Retrograde to our desire. Okay, what he really means is, don't you dare leave Elsinore, Hamlet.
Yeah, he's not letting Hamlet out of his sight.
Why is he so paranoid, though? Seriously, what does he think Hamlet's going to do?
Well, I mean, a grieving son, publicly humiliated and now basically threatened by his uncle. I think Claudius has good reason to be a little worried.
Fair enough.
And we beseech you, bend you to remain here, in the cheer and comfort of our eye, our chiefest courtier, cousin, and our son.
Beseech. He's practically begging him to stay. This is getting seriously creepy.
Right. It's this weird mix of control and, total insecurity. He wants Hamlet close, but he's also terrified of him.
Yeah, I'm getting those vibes, too. This whole speech, it's like a psychological thriller or something. It's kind of freaking me out.
And we're just getting started. The real drama is about to unfold.
So basically, Claudius is, holding Hamlet hostage, right? In his own home. Stay here under my watchful eye, he says. More like, stay here so I can keep tabs on you, kid.
Oh, totally. It all comes back to control, right? He's trying to manage Hamlet's every move, his feelings, what he does, where he goes, everything.
It's like suffocating. You can practically feel Hamlet's world getting smaller and smaller.
And that's exactly what Claudius wants, right? Smaller world, easier to control.
But here's the thing, right? I think Claudius thinks he's got it all figured out. But he's messed up if he thinks Hamlet's just going to roll over.
Oh, yeah. Hamlet's not playing by Claudius's rules. He's way too smart for that. Too rebellious. Plus, he's, drowning in grief and rage. It's a recipe for disaster.
This whole situation is like a powder keg. You've got Claudius clinging to power, and Hamlet headed straight for a showdown.
Yeah. This speech is like the calm before the storm, You can practically feel the tension building.
It's like watching a pot of water boil over.
Yeah.
You know it's going to happen, but you just don't know when.
That's Shakespeare for you. Dude's a master at creating, this unbearable tension. Keeps you on the edge of your seat the whole time.
Okay, so big picture. What do you think is, the key takeaway from this whole speech?
I think it tells us more about Claudius than about Hamlet, actually. We see how desperate he is, paranoid. He just has to be in control.
Yeah, he comes across as, weak, right? Hiding behind all this fake authority.
Totally, and that weakness, that's going to be his downfall.
Yeah, man, that was intense. I need a minute to, process all this royal drama.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in, for sure.
Well, folks, that's it for our deep dive into Claudius's seriously messed up speech. Fake sympathy, veiled threats, psychological baggage galore. We covered it all.
Manipulation 101, right. It's like a reminder that the most dangerous bad guys are the ones you don't even see coming.
Thanks for hanging out with us as we explored the dark side of Elsinore. Catch you next time on The Deep Dive, where we'll be unpacking another juicy piece of text.
See ya.